Okay, let's dive right in. We're going to talk about something that I think a lot of us are feeling deep in our bones right now. This period of, well, intense change, both out there in the world and inside ourselves. Today, we're going to break down a really fascinating source that offers a kind of map for this whole new territory we find ourselves in. So, does the world feel a little off to you lately? Kind of strange? Like you're playing a game, but sometime last night the rules completely changed and nobody bothered to send you the new manual? Yeah. If you're feeling even a little bit disoriented, trust me, you are in very good company. And here's the thing, it's not just in your head. The source material for this whole explainer makes it super clear. This isn't just you feeling anxious. We are all plugged into a massive collective energetic shift. It's happening to everyone. So in this first part, let's just get right to it. Why does everything feel so weird? Think of this as the first big clue we're going to unpack to solve this whole puzzle. The best way to understand this, according to our source, is through this brilliant metaphor. Our shared reality, what we all agree is real, is kind of like a movie we're all watching together. And just a little while ago, the projectors shuttered, the old film reel ran out, and a brand new, totally different movie just started playing. So, how is this new movie different from the old one? I mean, to really get a grip on where we are now, we have to understand the script we were all following up until, yesterday. This timeline here kind of lays it all out. The source says this old movie, which was all about processing heavy emotions, really kicked off around June 2025. But now, starting in November 2025, the new movie begins. And this first chapter is all about confusion and doubt, and it's set to wrap up around April of 2026. So we are right at the beginning of it. And this gets to the absolute heart of the shift. We are moving from a world that ran on emotional intuition, that gut sense of, I just feel this is true, to a completely new phase that is intensely mental. It's a reality that demands proof and is constantly asking, okay, but how can I verify this? And you can see the results of this shift playing out everywhere, can't you? This new mental movie is why there's this absolute explosion of chaotic ideas, why everyone is questioning the old stories, and why we're being flooded with AI and deep fakes. It's like we're all in this global crash course on how to learn to think for ourselves all over again. So, this brings us to the most important question of all, right? If the world outside is this confusing, this chaotic, and all the old maps are basically useless, how in the world are we supposed to find our way? I mean, that's the real problem, isn't it? When you can't really trust what you're seeing or what you're being told, you've got to find another source of direction. But where do you even look? And to answer that, our source introduces this really cool concept, the magnetic monopole. Now, I know it sounds super technical, right? But you can just think of it as your inner GPS. It's this built-in compass that you have that always knows your personal true north, especially when the world outside is just spinning in circles. This quote from the source really just nails it. When everything out there is noise and chaos, this is the anchor inside of you. It's not about thinking your way out of the mess, it's about feeling your way through it, from this place of deep inner stillness. So how do we actually use it? Well, the steps are just beautiful and simple. And notice, this is not a mental checklist, it's a physical process. First, you just surrender. You let go of that frantic need to figure it all out with your brain. Then you get quiet enough to actually listen to your body. And finally, you trust the pull. You follow what your body is telling you, even if your mind is screaming with doubts. Now, when you start trusting this inner GPS, it doesn't just change how you make decisions. It totally changes how you connect with other people. The old social rules that we all lived by, they're basically dissolving, and they're making way for a completely new way of belonging. This is a huge point. The old bargain, the one where you had to kind of sand down your edges and play a role just to fit in and be accepted, that whole deal is breaking down. The script for that reality is officially over. And this table just lays out the shift so perfectly. Instead of belonging by conforming, we're now finding our tribe through authenticity. It's not about the image you project anymore. It's about the presence you actually hold. And safety isn't found in hiding in the group. Power is found in owning your unique frequency. And let's be really clear about this. According to the source, in this new movie we're in, authenticity isn't just some nice, fluffy self-help word. It is literally your most powerful tool for navigation. Being unapologetically truly yourself is the magnet that's going to pull the right people and the right opportunities into your life. Okay, let's tie this all together. All these big shifts we've been talking about, the new movie, that inner GPS, this new age of authenticity, it's all leading us to one place, to totally redefine what it even means to be home. For so long, right, we've thought of home as a physical place, a building, a city, maybe a relationship, something outside of us that we could go back to and feel safe. But that whole idea, that was part of the old movie. The new definition of home, it's internal. It's that feeling you get when you are just perfectly aligned with your own truth. Home is the frequency of your own soul, of your own authenticity. And the best part is, it's something you carry with you always. And this is the final, most powerful reframe of all. That feeling of being lost, that confusion, that disorientation we talked about at the beginning, it was never a sign that you were off your path. It was the feeling of your entire system, your inner compass recalibrating to this new, more true, more authentic frequency. So as we finish up, I'll just leave you with this. The world is basically handing you a blank map. Your inner compass is coming online, and the only direction that matters anymore is the one that feels true deep inside you. So the only real question left is, are you going to trust it?